I never thought something like this would happen to me. Not at this age, not at this stage of life. But it did. And the words that started it all still echo in my mind. You're not just my friend's mom anymore. Before I go on, tell me, where are you watching from? Drop your city in the comments. It helps me remember I'm not alone in this. My name is Rachel, and I've lived in the same little town just outside of Kansas City for over 20 years. Quiet streets, backyard gardens, neighbors who bring pie when they know you're having a hard day. That kind of place. For most of those years, it was just me and my son, Caleb. His dad left when he was still in kindergarten. I picked up the pieces. I made a home. I did the best I could. We were a team, him and me. I raised him with everything I had. And with him came Ethan, Caleb's best friend since the second grade. Ethan was the kind of boy who was always polite, always thoughtful. He practically lived at our house. I cooked him dinner more times than I can count. I've known him since he was missing his 2 front teeth. But then years passed. The boys grew up. Caleb moved to New York after college, and Ethan, well, he stayed. Got a job in town. Checked in on me now and then. Fixed the squeaky porch door. Helped change the oil in my car when I forgot. He was always around, comfortably, quietly. But last Thursday night, something shifted. It wasn't loud. It wasn't obvious. But it was real. Ethan came by after work, said he had something to show me. He brought groceries, said he was making dinner, no arguments. I laughed and let him take over the kitchen. It felt nice, watching someone else stir the sauce and boss me around in my own home for once. At one point, I teased him, "You're acting very grown-up tonight." He looked over his shoulder, smiled in that half-serious, half-playful way he always did, and said, "Maybe it's time you stop seeing me as a kid." I chuckled, but something about the way he said it made me pause. After dinner, we sat on the couch, the old one that sinks in the middle, the one Caleb used to leap off when he was 5. I curled up a blanket, and Ethan poured us each a glass of wine. We talked about the neighborhood, the garden, even the squirrel that keeps stealing from my bird feeder. But underneath the small talk, there was this stillness. Not awkward, not tense, just present. And then, out of nowhere, he said it. "Rachel, I've always admired you. But lately it's different." I turned to him, confused. He didn't flinch. "I used to think of you as just Caleb's mom, but that's not the whole picture anymore. I see you. You're strong. You're kind. And you spent so many years giving yourself to everyone else. I just wonder, when was the last time someone gave back to you?" My throat tightened. My hand trembled just slightly around the wine glass. I don't know how to respond to that. I whispered. "You don't have to say anything," he said. "I just wanted you to know how I feel." He didn't move closer. He didn't touch me, but the air between us felt warm, heavy, and I realized how long it had been since anyone looked at me. Not as someone's mother, not as someone's neighbor, not as the woman at the grocery store, but as a woman. Later that night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing his voice, remembering the way he looked at me, not with expectation, but with care, that kind of quiet attentiveness you don't even know you've been missing until it's right in front of you. The next morning, I found him already in the kitchen, shirt sleeves rolled up barefoot, making coffee like he belonged there, like he had for years. I paused in the doorway, watching him, not knowing if I should speak or turn around and pretend the night before hadn't happened. He glanced up, eyes soft. "Did you sleep?" "Not much," I admitted. "Me neither," he said. "Can we talk?" I nodded. He poured 2 mugs, sat across from me. The sunlight hit his face just right, and for a second, I saw not the little boy who used to track mud through my kitchen, but a man, calm, centered. "I don't want to make you uncomfortable," he said, "and I'm not asking for anything. I just want you to know that I care about you. I always have, and not in a way that's complicated or wrong. Just honest." Something in me cracked open. I told him I didn't know what to do with the way I was feeling, that it scared me, that part of me wanted to push it all away and retreat into what was safe and simple. He didn't try to fix it. He just listened. That afternoon, we walked through my backyard garden. I pointed out the marigolds, the drooping sunflowers, the tomatoes just starting to ripen. When I bent to adjust the hose, I felt his hand gently steady my back. Not intrusive, not suggestive, just steady. "You don't have to do everything alone anymore," he murmured behind me. I didn't say anything right away. I couldn't. Later, we sat on the back steps as the sky turned gold and lavender. He reached out and tucked a strand of hair behind my ear. I didn't stop him. "I don't expect anything," he said. "But if this, whatever this is, feels good to you too, maybe we don't have to ignore it." And the thing is, it did feel good. Scary, yes. Unfamiliar, yes. But good. Like I was waking up after years of quiet sleepwalking. Like I was seen again. Not rushed. Not used. Just seen. We didn't rush anything. We didn't cross lines that couldn't be uncrossed. But that night, as we sat side by side in the fading light, I leaned my head on his shoulder, and for the first time in years, I didn't feel old, or forgotten, or invisible. I felt alive.